Guys, for anyone out there who's struggling with their mental health, specifically panic attacks, excruciating anxiety with ferocious, scary thoughts, intrusive thoughts that can leave you shaking, okay? Whether it's in your bed or your chair or just, it's crippling, it's so frightening. Panic attacks, agoraphobia, all the good stuff in life. That I lived for 10 years. If there's anyone out there who's struggling with that, I've been getting so many, obviously, I'm speaking to an audience who is struggling with that, so a bit of a stupid question to say if any of you guys are struggling with it. But I remember when I was seeking for answers and I would come across certain channels, and of all the anxiety content that is out there on how to recover and, good reassurance, but in a reassuring way where you're making forward momentum and you're not, the reassurance is by someone who's giving you the best information to, give you insight how to get over what you're currently going through. Maybe to give you that spark or to give you that, depending on, you could just need a little pickup to just get out and go on a walk. But those type of pages, they hold so much value. And when I was going through mine, there was only probably one or two. And I want my page to 100% be that for people, and to even the next level where it can inspire recoveries. So which way, when you're listening to the video, I don't just want you to listen to it, as I say, I want you to take action. Okay, and it's okay if you just listen to it and you're at that point where, I made in my last video, where you're so sensitized, you're literally crippled by your own thoughts and sensations that, you can hardly take a shower or eat. Okay, well, listen to this and do nothing. It's okay, your body is still trying to rejuvenate and still trying to hit a state of, I guess, nervous system balance, okay? It's completely burnt out. So yeah, I want my page to be, or my content to be all about that. And I will be talking about the worst that anxiety disorders bring to people, because people find a lot of comfort in that. Because when you're going through this, you have really, really scary thoughts, and also you have so many behaviors that you will engage in to stop your anxiety levels, and people just won't understand that. And you won't even tell the people your behaviors, but you'll hardly understand that yourself, and you can feel so isolated and lonely. In many nights over the 10 years of my disorder, where I sat in bed and just, all I did was just search. All I did was just be completely obsessed about anxiety, how to fix this, how to fix that, what am I doing wrong? And it completely just burns you out. So, the pages that I did look, or that I found on YouTube back then, going back, 15, 16 years ago, one or two, and there was hundreds. And I want this content to be one that, in your darkest days, that you can come on and look at videos and feel some hope. When you're absolutely crippled and you're having horrible intrusive thoughts, maybe you're scared of dying, you're scared of having a heart attack, because that's what my panic attacks were like. My panic attacks weren't just, fear. It was, I'm so terrified of death here that I feel this is actually my last moment on earth. Imagine going through that type of fear in your mind multiple times over 10 years, multiple times per day. And that's what I had to endure for 10 years. Listen, we all know people that have had these anxiety disorders for many years. It wasn't always like that for 10 years. It just, it spirals here, spirals there. You have a good month, a bad 5 months, you have a bad 2 years, and then, decent, okayish year. 10 years of, I always say 10 years of hell, but there was obviously some okay moments within that. But when I was at my worst, guys, it was so crippling, and I would have absolutely ferocious thoughts where I would be lying in bed and I would be literally shaking, and I'd have thoughts of, what if I fall asleep and never wake up, and what if I never get to see my mom and my brothers and sisters? Like, that's the thoughts that I had in my mind, and I was so scared. And the reason why I was so scared of dying was because I loved life so much. I loved my mum so much. I loved my brothers and sisters more than anything. They're the most precious things to me in my life, you know, and especially back then, you know, my dog and stuff like that, you know, they're the things that I cherish. So with these type of thoughts, you know, it always attaches to the things that we love. So I would go through these panic attacks and just, I'd almost be waiting to die during a panic attack. Like, this is going to be the heart attack. There's too much stress in my body. All that BS, you know. For 10 years I had those thoughts and nothing happened. So these types of videos that I create, I want you guys to find some form of comfort in. So when I found the most comforting videos was always someone just speaking from the heart and letting people know how horrible it was for them. And that's what I want to do here, and just a small little video of how awful it can get. Panic attacks can't kill you, but my God, can they make your life a living hell. And I want you guys to come on and listen to these types of videos to find some hope in the darkness that you're currently facing for now. And, you know, that hopefully my videos can have some form of impact where they push you out of it, no matter what stage you are in it. You're maybe crippled, you can't leave your house, or else maybe you haven't, you know, you're in an agoraphobic zone of 2 miles and you haven't pushed outside it for many years. You know, I hope that these types of videos push you on towards that recovery. Don't just listen to them and take action. But the thoughts that used to go through my head when I was having panic attacks was just, I'm gonna die. And there's no thought that can top that. You know, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna have a heart attack, I'm going to swallow my tongue, my eyes are gonna pop out of my head, I used to have a lot of health anxiety. What if I get cancer? All that stuff. Without the 10 years, I, you know, dibbled and dabbled out of that. But mostly it was death and heart attack that really got me. I'm gonna just die of sudden death syndrome. I'm gonna collapse, or I'm gonna just have this. My mind's just gonna just blow up or something like that from all the stress. My heart's gonna explode if I don't get to safety quickly. All that type of stuff, guys. And I know for a fact that when I'm speaking like this, I know you guys are probably just finding a lot of reassurance in that, because these disorders and these types of thoughts that come with them, it's all identical. I listen to people on a daily basis for the last 3.5 years talk about their problems with anxiety disorder, and it's the same things, consistently the same repetitions, the same behaviours that are, you know, the same safety and avoidance behaviours people engage in, and the same thoughts. So I just wanted to make this video for anyone going through their worst times to come back on this and see a person who has completely overcome this and went on to live a life that you couldn't even dream of. And you don't even have to get to that point where you're getting on a plane. It's not about that. It's just waking up in the morning and just enjoying a cup of tea and maybe getting a little job again and going places with your kids and your spouses and whoever. That's what recovery is. Recovery ain't holidays and pina coladas and beaches and alcohol. It's nothing to do with that. It's your peace of mind. So I hope that when you come on here and you hear how bad my thoughts were, they were so ferocious, like absolutely ferocious. And I'll make more videos on it, how dark they got. Really, really, really dark. Really, I was very, very scared. I was terrified. And I broke out of the cycle. And one of the best advice I can give people is, no matter how dark the thoughts you're experiencing, is just let them, just leave your mind alone. No matter how dark the thought is, just, okay, fair enough then. If my body's gonna, or my mind's gonna do this thing, then so what? So be it. I've had this thought multiple times a day for so many years. Nothing has happened to me, so I'm not gonna fight anymore. Whatever life has in store for me, well then so be it. A complete and utter acceptance. And that's a skill that has to be mastered, because for me, I had to accept death, and that wasn't easy. But I was absolutely crippled by these panic attacks. So scared beyond my wildest imagination. So alone, so petrified, shaking in bed, falling asleep at 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning, and just being absolutely exhausted. So these videos are for you guys who are currently struggling, and I just want to give the advice and the information and my story of just basically what I needed when I was going through all of this stuff. So I hope you guys find some form of comfort, reassurance, and then the ability, the strength of mind, the strength of character, the strength of heart that everyone has. Even though you feel weak right now, you're so strong. Anyone who goes through panic attacks are my kind of people. I just have so much respect for anyone going through this. So I hope that these videos can inspire you to soak up some more pain and then go into the fear. You know, you already know. You know just as much as me. I just did it. I just did the work. You know what you have to do. But I hope these videos bring you some form of, you know, lying in bed and just listening like, oh, he went through the same thoughts as me and he got over it. Like I was in the 1% crew of how bad anxiety disorders get for people. So yeah, I hope this video really hits home for some of you guys, or else bring you some much needed peace in your stomach, in your solar plexus and in your mind. Just some form of peace, that it will get better one day. Not today, not tomorrow, but maybe for this moment, just by listening to this, you could find some peace. And maybe it only lasts 5 minutes, but I hope it's something. And I'm just sending you all guys all so much love and compassion, and I know exactly what it's like to walk that journey. Okay? Anyway guys, lots of love. Take care. I hope this video helped.